Hello guys, welcome back to the second part of this video. um Last time we talked about we stopped at table. Okay, so today I would like us to start from windows. The window is where you go to customize your area, the entire area here, everything you see in CorelDRAW. Okay, so here you can choose to start a new window. I just created a new window. So you notice it has duplicated the windows I was using before. Now you can also refresh, and you can even change the orientation of your window. And this is the welcome screen, and you have your work area here. You can go back to, you can just come back here to combine windows. Now the reason why this window is important is because that is where you go as soon as you temper with any settings here. Because one of the reason why people get uh, scared of using CorelDRAW is because whenever they use it, they accidentally touch somewhere, and then it it changed the settings, and then they don't know what to do again. Okay, so now you can come here to workspace. You can decide if you're using a touch screen, you can use this or touchscreen system. You can use come here for illustration with a little. Okay, now this is more of Photoshop. We don't need it. You can just, or you can leave it at default or light. Light is the original Windows orientation that the software came with. Uh-oh. Uh, let's continue. Docker. Docker refers to everything that is outside the work area. This is the work area. So everything here on these gray areas is the Docker, including the color palette and the what's the name, and the toolbar. So you can come here to customize it. You can come here to add something on it. For instance, I need a GIF. Yeah, I can come here to get a GIF. Normally I just press um control F11 to give me the dialog box. So let's say you are designing and you need a telephone vector. You don't have time to type it. You can just come here, wingding. Most of the wingding fonts have symbols or vectors, so you can just come, click here and drag to this location, and then you can edit it later. Okay, give it a color and the rest. So but the most important thing here is the toolbar. Is a tool. This is where you go to select the tool you want to see on your screen. See, all these are tool bar. Okay, they all have their bars, but because they don't the software they don't want the software to be complicated, they decided to remove some. Okay, let me collapse this. You can also come here, just right click on this, the Docker here, and it will give you. Now if I don't want my a toolbar, what I will do is I will uncheck this. Now toolbar is gone. Right click again, property bar is gone. And then when you want to bring them back, you should just right click and check them again. Just check them. Okay, if you want to make a calendar is often gotten in macro. It's not often, it's always in macros. So you can just click here. You see the macro bar is here, and then you can also come here to lock the bars in case you are fond of touching your bars by accident, rearranging them by accident. What you do is just to check here. Now it's on check, so I can move it whenever I want, wherever I want it to be. So just put it in mind that that is the use. So now let's come to our toolbar. Let's talk about the toolbar. Now this is the color, this is the pick tool, or some people call it the drop tool. Here, whenever you're using a tool like the zoom tool, and you click to zoom, now you cannot do anything again with your cursor unless you drop the tool. So you can come here and drop it. Now if you click here, there are other options. For instance, the freehand tool, the freehand pick tool, sorry, freehand pick tool gives you the options to pick several tools without highlighting. There are several options of vector or shapes without you highlighting. So you just click here and you drag across all the shapes that you want, or all the uh, vectors that you want. Everything you want to highlight, you can highlight at once instead of highlighting one after the other. Okay? And then the transformation, the free transform, gives you the options to transform object. Okay? You don't really need it though. You don't really need it because the shape tool will do more better. But let's turn to a picture. That's the default and that's the best. Now the shape tool, tool give you the options to format objects uh or bitmaps. For instance, I want to format this. Okay, I don't want the edges to be angular, I want it to be curvy. So what I'll do is I'll click on my shape. Now it has given me four squared angles, so I'll just click on one and drag. Yeah, or I can decide to even move just one side. So what I'll do is I'll click on one side and then drag, or if I want I can click on two sides. So watch this, I'll click on the first one I want to move and then hold shift key and click the second one before moving. Okay, thank you. Now if you want to do more than just moving this, you can highlight. Instead of just doing this, you can decide to convert to curves. You can highlight here, you can right click, sorry, here, and then click on curves, or you can just click on Ctrl U, or if you're using a high version of CorelDRAW, you can come here and add convert to curves. Oh, it's already here. So where is it? Convert to curves. Oh, well, I can't find it here, but you can just decide to do it. And let me uncheck macros, I don't need it. So you can just right click and convert to curves. Now it means that uh your shape tool can no longer will give you more options to format. So you can change it to curves. Now you can come here and click to change to whatever size shape you want. Let's say for instance you want to create a design, something like this, and you want to, let us try creating something like a design. Okay, okay, I've forgotten that you are beginners, so let me just create something like this and bring it here. Now convert to curves, and then come to the shape tool and click here once. Okay, let's click outside first. You notice there are some inactive options here. So when I highlight and I click once, when this black cycles come out, you will see that these options are active. Now I can click here and convert it to curves. If I no longer want it to be curves, I will just come here and convert to lines. So uh, let's make it like that, like this, and then we'll change it to, let's say, blue, and power clip inside. Power clip inside. Now let's edit power clip. Great. And then I'll duplicate, Control C V to copy and paste on one place, and then let's give it the color, another color, let's say white, and then Control C V again and bring down. Now let's give it the color blue again. Yeah, and then click on finish editing, and now you see you have a kind of a design. Okay, and what else, I think we are done with rectangle. Oh, we are still on shapes. Now you can crop. If you want to crop, let's say you have an, okay, let me use shape tool on vector. You can use the shape tool to remove background. So let me just hurry up and create background. I'm going to make a video about it, so please make sure you subscribe, and I'm going to make a video about it. So please, what I've just done is giving you an idea of what you can do with the shape tool. Now let's talk about the smooth tool. The smooth tool can be used to smooth an object, like the name implies. So let's say you have a rugged design, kind of something like this, and you need it smooth. You can just click on the smooth tool and smooth it. But the idea I have in mind is to make it look like a slippers. I hope I am giving you the right impression. It look like a sole of a slippers. And then we also have another shape tool. Always note that um, when you're using an object, there's always an option for you here to do more than what you're already doing. So here you can click to reduce the size of the cycle, this cycle that comes with the smooth tool, that indicates you are using the smooth tool. You can click here to change the size. 5, enter. See, it's too small, like will not even show. If you notice in the middle of the target, you see they are very small. But let me just make it 100. 100, enter. Now it's a bit bigger. Let's go to the snare tool. So you see, what you do is you just change an already made tool to an already made object to become irregular. Okay. uh, I don't want to spoil my slippers. Maybe I will use it later. Now, what else? I don't think I need to discuss all the tool. So this tool also work similar to the snare tool. Okay. Let's go to crop. Forget that tool. Let's go to crop. Now, crop is a very common tool. We use it even in phone editing. So you all you need to do is to click and drag. Okay. Now anything that is with outside this rectangle will be deleted. So after this, you just click on your yes, your good, I mean, or you click enter. Now everything outside is gone. Uh, so the knife tool can be used in cutting. So let me use text now. I'm tired of using tool. Let's say subscribe. I'm writing subscribe because I actually want you to subscribe. It took me a lot of time to make this video. So let's see, I'll bold it now and then convert to curves again because I want you to do more than what text effect will do. So I'll come here to my knife tool and then okay, what I'll do, let me create a line, that a guiding line. Okay, and then change this to white. Now what I'll do is I'll pick my knife tool and then create a straight line. And then delete this. So I've successfully cut a design. Okay, now this square, this small square, can also give you option to either increase the size or reduce it. The best way to increase or reduce size in CorelDRAW is to use the diagonal angle, but you can also use the adjacent one. I mean the opposite ones. I mean, what is the right word? Pardon my English, please. And you can double click or click again. If it's not already highlighted, you double click. Sorry, if it's not already highlighted, you double click. When it's already highlighted, you click once, and then you can use this to bend, okay, to however side you want, or you can use this rotation to rotate it. You can also come here to just impute the angle of rotation you want. Let's say 45, and then click enter. So you have 45. Let me group them. Maybe I will use it later. And then I think that's okay for now. For this one, zoom is, I think, is self-explanatory. You just click and you highlight the area you want to see. Now you can only see only the area you zoomed. You can also click here to reduce. Okay, or you can come here. While you don't have to highlight it, you just click on this area you want and you left click. Just click left clicking, or you right click to zoom out. Is it zoom out or zoom in? To just zoom anyway, whichever one you desire. And this is the line tool. In general, line, everything here gives you a line. Okay, this is the freehand. Now you can use the freehand to create a design. Okay, just try to draw something and it will give you. Now what will I try design? Let's say I want to make something like a good. And then you can come here to your shape tool and you can edit something like this. Maybe if it's not okay, it's okay because of time. Okay, now you can also click once, just click once and then drag. It will give you a straight line. Now if you want it to give you a perfect straight line, you have to click control. Now control will give you, would let you draw it according to angles. Okay, so now if you move it a little bit up and you hold, that is the way it will go. You cannot, if you try, it will not change. Okay, but if you start on this angle, something like this, like 45 minus 45 degrees, and you cannot make it to a straight line again. Okay, so let's go to Bizarre tool. The Bizarre tool lets you create angles, create curves. I mean, I'm not really good in using the Bizarre tool, I don't want to lie. uh but I think you have an idea of what it can do. You can give it a color. um let's go, what else? The pen tool. The pen tool is one of my favorite tool here because it gives me the opportunity to trace. Okay, let's say I want to, what will I use now? Oh my goodness, just forget about it. Aha, let's say I want to trace this, I want to create something like this, and let's say it's from an image and I don't know how to design it. What I use, this is how I use the pen tool. Just click on this, the most important edges. Okay, and when you click at the beginning, it closes. Okay. I love it better than the rest because I think it's just in this new version that the rest can close and give you a color. In older versions, they don't, and I'm already used to it, to the pen tool, because it was the only one that can do this. So just convert it to cost, and convert this to cost too. Come here, convert to cost. Now I can click here to then use this line, that this arrow, sorry, and then cover. So at the end of the day, I can end up imitating a design I could not do before. Okay, I don't want to waste time, but as you can see, it is giving you an idea of how it will come out at the end of the end result. uh there's no need for the others. The triangle, this, I mean rectangle too, we've talked about it while discussing the shape too, so I don't think there's any need to discuss it again. You can click on this angle to rotate. Now watch this. If I want to move it on a specific point, let's see, rotate it, I mean on a specific point without shifting the shape completely, what I'll do is I'll drag this to this place and then I will just move it. Okay, it is now on a specific area. It doesn't have an extension, so let's go to the ellipse tool. Now if you're using, let me see if this is 2021, let me see if 2022 has Okay, it doesn't have a drop down, but I'm sure 2014 and 2013 should have extra here, extra drop down menu for the shape. So look at this. If I rotate it, see it's going out of the initial of the point. So what I'll do is I'll create another cycle holding my control so that it will give me a perfect cycle. What am I doing? Control to give me a perfect cycle, and then I'll drop it here. I've made a similar, I think I've made a similar design in my other channel, Exquisite Graphic. Now I don't want to stress myself, so you just go and watch it. The other channel is Exquisite Graphics. So what I'll do is I'll drag it to the middle of this, and then start rotating. Okay, so what I do, don't get confused, what I do is I first left click and then drag and then right click, while without letting go of the left click, then drag them together. You notice that's giving me something like a window here, and then I will let go. Okay, so it duplicate. You can use it for any duplication you want. See, I will left click, drag, right click. This time it gives me a plus sign, and then I let go. Let's go to polygons. Oh, still on cycle. On cycle you can reduce, make this a semicircle, and then uh just make it an arc, not the semicircle, and then you can click here to either open it or reduce it. Okay, now you can also click here so it will join, it will give you a semicircle. Now if I continue clicking like this, reducing the angle, increasing the angle, it will give me a semicircle, perfect semicircle. Or I can just decide to make it round. And then these options here is mirror. So let's say I want to mirror this object. So this is this either like this object. So what I'll do is I'll click here, and then it will flip. Click, it will flip, or click, and then it will go upside down, up and down. Let me use this as an example. See, it's a mirror. Now polygons, for now this is a pentagon. Pentagon has 5 sides. I'm sorry if you already know that. I'm not trying to teach you maths. Okay, and then you can also increase it here, the number of sides. Hexagon, you know, you can increase it as much as you want. It has even become a cycle now. So let's take it back to 5 and say enter. You can also do a lot of things with it. Now if I double click on it, it gives me the options to shape it. Okay, it automatically comes give me an option to use this tool even without clicking on the tool. So I can just click on one side and then mess with it. It is now a star. You just play with it, okay, and give it a color. Do you know that you can also make this a design? Things with design doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, you You can use this as a pattern. uh, and then what else? You can also convert to curves, so it can give you options. Convert to curves, and then it can give you options. Now if I move, I am only moving one angle. Okay, and then you can end up creating your own design from the shape. Now let's go to graph. Graph paper. Graph paper is just a table. It's just a table. Okay, you can input the number of columns here. Let me just add it like this and say enter. Okay, to activate it, I'll have to increase it first, edit it and preset it first before I draw. Okay, and then later on I can input text. In it. What else? Spiral. Spiral is just a shape too. And always remember, you can get more options here. If there's something you can do with a spiral that is not here, always remember to click on the plus sign, and then it will give you options. Please remember to watch my video about the wrap text. I'm going to release a video soon about wrapping text, when I will use this picture. The text tool. The text tool, as the name implies, means you can type. So now you can change your fonts. I'm sure you don't have this font because your CorelDRAW is new. So what's for? Okay, let's just leave it as Arial. Arial is a default. Everybody has that too. And then you can decide to change color. This means you are removing the fill color. So when I click here, you notice that the color, the white color, let me give it an outline first. Notice that the out color in color has gone. Okay, it becomes transparent. It is not white, so you can see my other shape behind it. Now if I click on white, you can no longer see it. And then I can change the size of the outline, make it bigger. I'll just double click here, come here and preset it. Let's say 4. I can make it dotted line. Or you can edit this if you want the edge of your outline to be curvy or angular. You can just preset it here, change the color from here, and choose if you want it to be an arrow or not, and then you say okay. Now you have a dotted line. Okay, you have a dotted line. That you can also do the same thing for other shapes, but for other shapes you don't have to come here, though it would work, but you can just do it from here. Change the color, then right click to change the outline color. Okay, but if you want to do more formatting, you can come here and do it here. You can double click to give you color. Okay, to give you color. This is a gradient. This is you choose the color you want. Okay, this is for pattern, and I think you got it. This is also pattern or wallpaper, sorry. This is also texture, blah blah blah. What else? I think these are what you need to know. The rest are editing. So I will also cut this video here for now. Please watch the next video where we'll discuss the remaining tools. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.